What is up, brothers and sisters? Welcome to the Mitch Gray Show. So excited that you're joining us. Thank you to all of you that have subscribed to the show. We're growing. Our audience is growing. Our reach is growing. And so that's what we want. We want to inspire as many as possible to live a life of love, to live their best life, and to share that best life with others. And so we're doing it. We're getting there. So thank you. If you have not subscribed to the show, maybe you're watching this via our live stream on Facebook. Maybe you'll watch the video later. Maybe you'll watch our YouTube channel later. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast. It is free. It won't cost you anything. Just go to wherever you want to listen to podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Overcast, Podbean. All of those apps are free to download on your device. And so go download one of those apps if you do not have it. And just search The Mitch Gray Show. That's Gray. And make sure you subscribe. Also, if you've been listening to us for a while, or if you just listen to one episode and you love what we're saying, make sure and leave a comment wherever you're listening to the show. And that way, it also encourages and inspires others. And that way they can look at those comments and kind of know what's going on. So, yeah. So thank you. That's the biggest thing I want to say today is to thank you. I feel grateful today. Also, make sure you go order the new book, The Gathering Place. It is an inspirational book that will take you on a spiritual journey of love and of unity and of discovering the good in yourself and in the world. So go order your copy of The Gathering Place. You can order that at Barnes & Noble. You can order that on Amazon, wherever you order books. You can go to your local bookstore and order it. So make sure you order your copy of my new book, The Gathering Place. I would be very grateful. You can also find it on our website, mitchgray.me. And if you order it on our website, it will be an autographed copy. So I'd love to send you an autographed copy. So make sure you do that. The new music. I've been telling you about the new music. We have a ton of new music that's going to come out this year. We have had to push back the date on the new acoustic EP to the 26th of February. So we had a few issues as far as getting that ready for distribution. So that will be available on all platforms. Anything we do our best to make it available to as many people as possible. iTunes, Google Play, iHeart, Pandora, Spotify. Wherever you listen to music, there's a million other platforms that others use across the world. It will be available worldwide on all platforms on the 26th of February. So I'm hoping the pre-release date will be very soon. We're trying to finish some things up. So hopefully in the next couple of days, the new acoustic EP will be available for pre-release and then for full release on the 26th of February. So please go make sure you get that because it's awesome. It's unlike anything I've done before, and I'm really excited about it. So get ready for that. Again, follow us on social media, mgray media. That's MGRAY on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. We live mostly on Instagram. And also on YouTube, follow our channel. Just look up Mitch Gray or M Gray Media, and you'll find our channel. So subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's free. We're doing almost everything for free except the music and the book. You got to go buy those. Okay, on to the good stuff, right? So we've been in the middle of a series here on the Mitch Gray Show called Unbecoming. And the idea of unbecoming is to continually be growing, to continually be evolving, to continually be moving toward the direction of becoming the completion of you. And yes, it can happen in a sense where you become the completion of you. But the beautiful thing about evolving in life is we never stop unbecoming. In other words, we're always becoming, hopefully, a better version of ourselves. So while we're looking toward becoming the completion of ourselves, we're also looking toward never becoming the completion of ourselves. And that is a beautiful thing. And so unbecoming is the idea that tomorrow I'll be a better me than I was today. Today, I'm a better me than I was yesterday. In the next moment, I'll be a better version of myself than I was in the last moment. In the next season of life, I'll be a better version of myself than I am in the present season. And so unbecoming is kind of like peeling an onion, right? We get all these layers off, and we're just continually pulling back the old skin. We're continually pulling back something that we want to evolve into a more mature, a better version of ourselves. So if you haven't listened to the series that we've been, I think this is the 4th episode of the Unbecoming series, make sure you go back and start from the beginning of this series of Unbecoming. Because we've talked about discovering the greatest part of you. We've talked about how you can live those passions and that idealism that you have going on inside your mind. We've talked about just how to walk and act and speak and live and think as the best version of yourself. So today we're going to finish the Unbecoming series. And the title of today's episode is, Where Are You Going? Where are you going? One of my favorite songs of all time is by one of my favorite bands of all time, Dave Matthews Band. And I love Dave Matthews' ability to bring thought and speculation out of his mind and his mouth and into melody. And some of the topics that Dave Matthews talks about in his music is incredibly spiritual and deep and sacred. And one of the songs that he has written, it's been years ago, and they played, it's one of their more popular ones. He talks about this idea of, where are you going? And what are you going to do? And where are you living? And how are you shaping your life? Obviously, I'm paraphrasing the message, but it's incredible of what he talks about in this song. And it's about really sitting still and taking inventory of where you're going. I just feel like so many times in life, we all make the mistake of just getting up, getting dressed, brushing our teeth, going to work, coming home, eating supper, going to bed, getting up, getting dressed, brushing our teeth, going to work, coming home, eating supper, going to bed. And before we know it, we have literally lived Groundhog Day for decades, for 50, 60, 70 years. And we've done nothing different. We've been curious about nothing. We've never taken inventory of our idealism or our passion. We've never taken inventory of where we're headed and where we want to go. I just feel like so many people are walking around the earth with no idea of where they're going. So my question to you, brothers and sisters, is simple. Where are you going? Are you the one that's just getting up, getting dressed, brushing your teeth, going to work, and you do it? It's like the old school commercial by Dunkin' Donuts when I was a kid, and the commercial basically shows this guy getting out of bed at like 2 in the morning, and all he says is, time to make the donuts. And the next day he does it again. And the next day he does it again. It's like they were like bragging about this guy's boring routine of getting up at 2 every morning because it's time to make the donuts. And I remember as a kid that echoed in my mind. And I thought, I never want to be the guy that gets up every day and does the same thing every day, because I want adventure and curiosity, and I want to create cool stuff in the world, and I want to inspire people, and I want to meet new people, and I want to go new places. And maybe you're not as adventurous as I am, but there still has to be a curiosity lying deep within that says, yeah, I want to do something else. So where are you going? Let's talk about 2 things for the next few minutes. Number 1, what story are you telling yourself? What story are you telling yourself? I often tell people, especially young people, There's only one person you go to bed with every night for your whole life. Just one. That's you. You are the only person you go to bed with for the rest of your life. You are the only person that walks around inside your brain. You are the only person that has to deal with the beating of your heart. You are the only person that has to endure all of the pain or all of the victory or all of the joy or all of the suffering. No one else in your life does that with you or for you from birth to passing to the next. No one. You are the only one. And so what story are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself the "I can't do that" story? Are you telling yourself the "that will never be me" story? Are you telling yourself the "I'm not enough" story? Maybe you're telling yourself the "I could never do that" story. Yeah, what story are you telling yourself? Maybe you're the one that's telling yourself the "yeah, I'm going to get it done" story. Or maybe you're the one that's telling yourself, "man, somebody in the world needs me and I need somebody in the world, and so I'm going to do all I can to create the stuff needed to inspire that someone" story. Maybe you're the person that's using the power of "what if" story. What if I tried this? What if I took this risk? What if I actually decided where I'm going and headed in that direction? What if I actually followed my passion story? Maybe you're the one that says, "no one's going to stop me because this passion I have inside, this love that I have for others and myself, this excitement and exuberance and adventurous spirit, yeah, I'm gonna go explore every crevice of the world and meet everyone that I can, because the world is a beautiful place with good things happening and beautiful people, and all of this collision is taking a place in the world. All of this stuff, all of these souls that are colliding and these spirits that are coming together, and all of these minds that are thinking of great things and inventing really interesting stuff. That's the story I want to live in." Are you the complacent storyteller, or are you the adventurous storyteller? One of my favorite books as a kid was the story of Dennis the Menace. I loved Dennis the Menace, and here's why I loved Dennis the Menace, because he never went from A to B, did he? If you don't know who Dennis the Menace is, just look it up. Because Dennis the Menace's path was always full of adventure and trouble and curiosity. And to me, brothers and sisters, that's where the magic is found. The magic is never found in the linear. The magic is never found in a pointed direction. The magic is always found in what we learn and experience along the way. So if all you do is go through the same routine every day, you're not leaving room for the adventure. You're settling. And maybe you're that person that says, "but Mitch, I like routine." That's fine. But just give it a little bit of a twist. See what happens. If you don't leave room for life to bring you something, then life will never bring you anything. If you don't leave room for the universe to open up its doors of blessings, then you will constantly be keeping the door locked. If you don't open up your heart for newness and adventure and something else, then you will always receive the return you've been receiving. What story are you telling yourself? Also, what is your why? I love asking people, what is your why? I love it because I ask myself that all the time. It checks our motive, it checks our passion, and it checks our what if factor. What is your why? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you living the life you're living? Now, sometimes there's these moments that we have to take these opportunities that just provide for us in that season, And so our why sometimes becomes motivated by necessity. We're all that way, right? I'm in a little bit of a season that way myself. And that's okay. We just can't stay there. We can't continue to live in the season of necessity. At some point, we have to live in the season of passion and of excitement and of exuberance and of wanting something else, wanting something deeper. We have to, at some point, step into the season of saying, I'm not going to be my old self. I'm not going to do the same routine every day. I'm going to find my why. Maybe your why is cooking. Maybe you love cooking for people. Maybe that gets you so excited that you just want to have friends over all the time, to cook a good meal and open a bottle of wine and to just have laughter. That's your why. So why aren't you doing more of that? Maybe your why is starting businesses. Maybe there's nothing that gets you turned on more in life than helping someone start a business, or planting seed money or investment money, or giving someone a new business plan, or coaching someone in starting a new business. That's your why. So why aren't you doing more of that? Maybe your why is creating art. Maybe you're the person that has canvases all over your house, and you've painted and created this beautiful art that would bring smiles to faces, that might actually provide provision for you and your family or whoever's close to you. Yet it sits in your living room and no one knows about it. You're holding back your why. Brothers and sisters, the world needs your passion. There is someone walking this earth that needs exactly what you have. But if all we do is hold it in, if we never shine the light on that passion, if we never open up our hearts and our minds and our souls, if we never start that business or write that song or paint that art or go back to school or start that family, if we never step into our full selves, then we are not only holding back our best self, but we're actually being selfish by not letting someone else share in that story, because we don't know our why. So what is your why? You have one. Everyone has it. Call it a gifting, call it a talent, call it a passion, call it idealism, call it predestination. I don't really care how you package it. Those are just words. What I'm telling you is there is something that lies deep within you that is your why. So why aren't you doing that more often? It's because of the story you're telling yourself. Once we change the story, we unlock the passion. What I've noticed in life, in myself and in others, is when we're not sharing our passion and gifts with the world, it's because we're using negative connotation and language inside of ourselves. Oh, I could never do that. Oh, I could never make that happen. Oh, I could never give that a shot. Oh, I could never. The could nevers. They live next door to all of us, right? And all they do is watch out the window and make sure you know that you could never do something. I'm here to tell you, brothers and sisters, you can do anything you set your mind to. You can do anything. If there's a passion that lies inside of you, you can do it. It may not be easy, but that's the fun, right? The fun is in building something strong and something that'll last. The fun is in building something that we can share with others. So what story are you telling yourself? And what is your why? What is your why? Brothers and sisters, I hope you have a great day today. Thank you for listening to the Mitch Gray Show. Make sure you follow us on social media at mgraymedia. That's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Go check out our website, mitchgray.me, and please make sure you order your copy of The Gathering Place. It will inspire you. I promise you will love it, and you will put it down and go, yeah, there's really cool stuff happening in the world. Hope you have a great day. For those of you watching on Facebook, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mitch Gray, Gray, and I will talk to you soon. Hey, think about your story. Think about your why. Have a great day, brothers and sisters.